Yeah, welcome to the 171st episode of our Song Review series. My name is Abno from AbnoInductions.com. This does mark our 7th tribute video of Vaikatsu following its passing. Well, more specifically, the 7th tribute video following the passing of Vaikatsu Academy. It is very close to being 2 months since the passing of that, and we are still very sad to see that show go. Today, we're going to be going into Yume's second solo song, So Beautiful Story. We've heard that song on Season 1, and it was only used once as an insert song in Season 1 of Vaikatsu Stairs. I believe it was on episode 30, but it was finished abruptly, so we didn't get a full picture of that. But thanks to Sena Horigoshi for recording it, we managed to have a full version of that, which is still released in the time of when the Vaikatsu Stars started. So we're going to see how Sena sings this time around in a different song. Unlike previously, sang this with her mentor, Yume, which that version was the original version of the song. And it was also used as one of the ending themes for Vaikatsu Stars, precisely, if I can recall correctly. The episode 55 of our Song Review series saw the original version to this song. So, that means we do need to do a recap, though. And so, we're going to do a double recap. This is something we've never done here in the history of album productions. Well, that's all about to change. So, let's recap So Beautiful Story first. Then, we're going to recap the solo version of Music of Dream before we hit to today's destination song with the solo version of the So Beautiful Story. So, enough cheerboxing. Let's start things off with recapping the original version of So Beautiful Story, and then we're going to recap Music of Dream before we head to today's song. So let's get this show on the road. Wow. I mean, that's how we got to this point so far here. However, this is only the first recap. But now, we're going to go to the second recap, where we're heard Yume sing by herself. And that song, if I can recall correctly, was the solo version of Music of Dream. So there you have an idea as to how we got to this point here, and how it felt steps. Let's check into the second half of Music of Dream, the solo version, before we head off to today's song. So, you'll be ready for the second recap right now.
やりきれない日もあるさ頑張ることは楽しいけど綺麗な夢に疲れたなら思い切り声を上げて泣いてみようよ間違いを知らなければ本当なんて見えない弱さを隠す理性は捨ててしまえ感情に揺らめく歌が始まる未来を走る背中にいつかの約束に胸を張れるように私ら低いよ追いかけてくる光を導く人になれ新たな幕開けはすぐそばに来ている信じた道を行けいつか完璧へとたどり着いた時同じ仲間と同じ景色を見れたら最高だよねそうでしょう暗い空を飾りつけるようなスターライトまだ見ぬ私のことを信じてくれる人あなたに届けたい音楽を奏でよ差し出された手のひらに雲一つない空にひたむきな強さで輝きを渡そう勇気や橋になれ鳴り響けミュージック星の翼で舞い上がれミュージック
And so, this is how we got to this point so far. Sorry the recap went into the 10-minute range, but we'll do everything we can to try to get this song underway here. Do note that Sobi the Professor is a long song in itself here, as it's clocked in at 5 minutes and some change here. Anyhow, enough chitterboxing. Let's get this song review for the main solo version of Music of Dream. Now, the solo version is performed by Yume alone, and this does mark the second time we hear Yume sing completely by herself, which in this case with the likes of Sena Horigoshi. So let's see how this goes to plan here. Let's listen in to the first part of the song, and off we go.
ページをめくるたびに新しい君がいるね
And a beautiful way to start the song with a calm and relaxing voice here. Now we're going to see how this crescendo goes up here if we go now to the first verse and chorus. Let's start that right here and right now, shall we?
泣きたい朝には虹咲く花園一人きり心のほとり佇み凛とするの真昼の空にも紛れない光で微笑んだ
Wow, that is such a beautiful, calm voice for the song here. I mean, it fits the vibe perfectly, considering this song is so beautiful story. It feels like the song is a story of itself here. But let's see if we can catch in more parts of this story here, shall we? Let's check into the second part of the song with the second verse and chorus right here and right now.
まっすぐその目は憧れに純粋でいる強さを映して私にもそんな夢見る力を信じていいんだと語りかける世界で一つの君だけが叶えていく奇跡遠くの誰かの勇気にも変わる輝きで今日も描き続けるよストーリー
And that calm, relaxing voice continues on here after the second verse and chorus, which really, I think Sena really did such an excellent job with this song so far. Truly. It feels just like a perfect bedtime song here, if you ask me. However, this version of this song only appeared once, but it was an incomplete performance, to be precise. It was cut short here, but it was on episode 30 of Aikatsu Stars, which, if you recall, back in season 1 here. But now, exactly how does the song end? Well, we got ways to go here, and I do see a key change coming up here with this, so let's witness that, take the last bits of the song, and then we'll come back to give you guys some more thoughts.
受け取った大事な大事な宝物世界で一つの物語に立ち会える奇跡ページをめくるたびに新しい君と会える世界で一つの君だけが叶えていく奇跡遠くの誰かの勇気にも変わる輝きで今日も描き続けるよストーリーずっと追いかけてたいよストーリー
My gosh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. What a beautiful voice. Sena Horigoshi as Yume. Wow. Just as the song ends, it ends a bit of a piano mode, like a quietly here. When the vocals cut out, that's how the song ends. Wow. Wow, that is beautiful. I mean, Sena, you really knocked this song down in the park, even by yourself. And on a 5-minute song, no less. This is beautiful here. I'm not gonna hand it to you. Even you can certainly sing 5-minute songs, no problem. But the song even by yourself, this is just beautiful. 100% beautiful. Major kudos to Sena and for singing a song like this. But I do think we need to hear the entire second half of the song again. So let's do that. Then we'll come back to close out the song with a final verdict. So hang on to your helmets, folks.
ち合える奇跡ページをめくるたびに新しい君と会える世界で一つの君だけが叶えていく奇跡遠くの誰かの勇気にも変わる輝きで今日も描き続けるよストーリーずっと追いかけてたいよストーリー
My gosh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Very impressed with Sena Horigoshi singing here. Even by herself. Truly. Like, I'm very, very impressed. And this is a 5-minute, and this, I'll get with the, let me rephrase that. This song clocks in at 5 minutes and 19 seconds. And with Sena singing this completely by herself, I am impressed. The voice is just beautiful. This song is a must listen to if you're into Aikatsu aspect here, folks. This is a must listen. You would be mistaken if you didn't get a chance to listen to this song. But I do want to let you know, there is one more version to this song. Yes, that's right, there's one more version, and you can hear that. But her sing with Kohar. However, that version didn't appear in neither in Aikatsu Stars or in Aikatsu on Parade, where it was only just let me rephrase that, where it was only just a standalone single in honor of the 10th anniversary of Aikatsu. But man, I must say that Sena really knows how to sing. She has such a beautiful voice. We really hope we can hear Sena sing again some other time here. But truly, the song, no doubt, is such a beautiful song. Even by herself, it is just perfection here. And you would truly, you would be mistaken if you didn't listen to this song, honestly. Because truly, this is a beautiful song. And I strongly suggest you check it out if you didn't get a chance. Because truly, really, she has it knocked precisely in the park. And with that being said, I think I'm ready to rule on this matter. The song receives a perfect 100 out of 10. You can tell how beautiful Sena Horigoshi's singing voice in this song is. And it just has that calm feeling, given how calm the song really is. I mean, it's just a very beautiful song. That being said, Fan Fair song of the perfect 100 out of 10. I'd like to say thank you so much to Sena Horigoshi for this beautiful song. You truly did such an excellent job singing the song with such a beautiful voice. Once again, Fan Fair the song of the perfect 100 out of 10. I'd like to say thank you so much to Sena Horigoshi for this beautiful song. You honestly did such an excellent job singing the song with such a beautiful voice. So truly, thank you so much. And thank you so much to all you guys for joining us on this video. If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe, sing it, so you don't get during occasional video. Thanks for watching, and come back next time. We're going to stick with So Beautiful Story, and then we're going to close the story for that one, as we're going to be heading off to the Yume and Kohara version next. So we'll have the pleasure of hearing Sena Horigoshi again, but this time we'll be hearing the falsetto voice again with the likes of Nanasuma Soaka. Now we've heard this falsetto previously with Kohara when she sang with Yume in Message of a Rainbow, so this song will serve as a follow-up to that. So that's where things are headed in the next episode of our song review series. But until then, we'll leave you with the second half of the Yume solo version of So Beautiful Story to close out this video. followed by a dedication card like we always do because it's the passing of Katsuo Ket with the last bits of Shining Line. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on an episode of Song Views. Alright, take care, have a nice day.
追いかけてたいよストーリー